we are fixing to get ready here today. Now we had this tractor. This is the, oh, what is this? Our second full day of chopping. It is July 4th. And prior to putting this tractor back on the merger, we had it on a bush hog. Hooked the merger up. The very first day we went to use this on the merger, the tractor didn't want to start. So we were like, well, maybe it needs batteries, or maybe somebody left a key on it or something. Andrew didn't seem to know which. So the following day, same thing happened. We couldn't, maybe just a big crescent wrench on there. I think crescent wrench will do that. Got a stripper plate mount that's bent. So we figured it was about time for new batteries. We cleaned up the connections a little bit. Got new batteries. They're actually sitting in the truck here. And yesterday morning we went to start it. Started right up. And of course, it started here right now. So this is new seed in here. We chopped this last night. And we're over on the other farm, a couple miles over yonder. We'll see if we can't get this straightened. Maybe open up a little more. Watch you don't slip. Brute force. Maybe once we get the fastener in there, you could just whack it with a crescent wrench. So yeah, other than that, this merger's been working pretty good. I don't know, what do you think? You got a bunch of hay on that? Watch you to put that in there straight. That looks good enough. Oh, a tooth that broke and wallered around and whatever, so that is good. All right, so we'll get fuel into him and then we'll get to the chopper, I guess. A little cloudy here today. They were talking about a rain shower here last night that we didn't get, and everything's been working along pretty good here. Well, we're just getting set up here. Jared and Nate met me over here. Jared's gonna load grease in the greaser on the chopper. There's only about that much left in there. We've got to grease up the power shaft, do a little grease into the rest of the chopper here, and then we'll get ready to sharpen the knives. Sun's finally coming out. We got done here late last night, blew the machine off, filled it with fuel. That part of it's all ready to go. Now, when Mike was getting done with this merger here last night, he said this left tire, left dual, was running low on air. Is it taking it? Yeah. So we're not really sure what's going on with that tire, but Nate's gonna get this tractor home, and it'll be ready to be used in the event that Andrew gets behind. Right? Starting to get warm. All right. Alright, we're greased up, loaded with grease, and we'll start sharpening these knives. We've got that one knife right there that's got some pieces chunked out of it. This did gobble a couple of stones yesterday, but that's just where we're at. We do and are ready for a set of knives after we get this cutting done. So, yeah. Alright, so this is the first load of the day, and Timothy has got the spirit for the 4th of July. He's got an American flag zip tied right to his mirror. Now this field here, this is new seeding. This is the second time that we've harvested this. And if you recall, back in the springtime, we had to come into this field and do a little reseeding. Up on this knob here, there was a little triangle piece that I missed with the grain drill here last fall there, September. So I got a piece of metal. We'll start it up, pull it back through again. And we're right by the road. A couple of years ago, they were digging, doing something with a telephone line or something here, and there was all kinds of flags and what have you. So we'll take a little bit more of this chunk away here, and then we'll jump out and see if we can't find something. Alright, so we got a little tiny wad of hay in the chopper. I'll see if we can't find it. We're close enough to the edge of the field that we'll just throw it in the ditch if we can't see anything. A lot of hay, that is. Probably a metal flag or something.
The edge of the field.
Yeah, from the edge of the field.
That's what it is. It's a small piece.
Yeah. Try that again, Timothy.
Shoot, do it.
Oh, here it is, right here.
Oh, geez.
Alright, back at it. This might not be all of it. Sometimes we don't find anything. And what can happen is the piece can fall out when you reverse it between the head and the feed rolls. And sometimes you pick up one piece and the piece had gotten broken off from the other piece that was attached to, and you pick up the second one, the next little bit of distance you go. Alright, so we'll keep at it here. Timothy was asking the moisture on this. It's actually 58%. I don't believe the Harvest Lab is reading that correctly. So, we're gonna keep at it. My father just pulled in behind us here, and he will get the next load. Alright, we better keep on it here. You can see that little spot right on that hill there where it's a lighter color green. That's what we reseeded this spring. Filled in nicely. folks. Kind of a short, boring video. Today is somewhat coming to a close here. We've got 2 windrows left in this field. I've got another field in behind us here. I did end up doing a live stream here a little bit earlier today. I actually did it at, I think I got done with it before noon time. And I was hoping that I wouldn't have any problems during it, which I did not. I was hoping that any of the problems that were going to come along with the daily ventures would come along after the video, if it was going to happen. But that didn't happen. So we are loading Alex right now. And everything's been rolling along smoothly. I do have a couple of doors to take out of the silo. Well, we call it taking them out. It's actually lowering the unloader. We're going to be done about 7 o'clock tonight. We had issues with this damn pipe last night plugging on new seat. And it has been running perfectly today. However, this chopper is in need of a set of knives. And if you notice, it's laboring a little bit. The capacity is just about gone. I've got about 1/3 of the hard surface left on the knife itself, and we're going to try to baby it. We're going to try to get it through. Pulling a pen out of my pocket with the magnet on the camera. We're going to try to get it until we're done here, or until it rains. I ended up having S&P drop off a set of knives here yesterday, and we ended up putting the aggressive shear bar in this. Boy, it was like 2 years ago, and I think I'm gonna swap that out now when I put my next set of knives in. I'm not sure. I think it's about ready. It's went like 2 seasons of corn. I think it's been through 3 set of knives, and it is like $3 grand, I believe, and it is well worth the money. So we got Alex not quite half loaded, and Jared has just pulled into the field. What do we got here? We got magnet. We kind of showed you guys that process. We don't really trip the magnet all that much, and I can't believe twice in this freaking video I have tripped the magnet. So what we're gonna do is, we've got a little bit of a whirl, a little bit of a pile that is. We're gonna slowly run that through the chopper to minimize the size of it, and then we would go ahead and grab the piece. I guess there's nothing there. We'll put our crop shield down. Now, I know I had some experts, some chopper experts, tell me I need to run that down on the windrow. Well, we run it down on the windrow during second cut. We don't run it down on the windrow during first. So Alex is just gonna back up. I'm gonna circle around like I'm doing here, and we'll go ahead and jump on this windrow here. Take it to the end, and then we've got one little strip down at the end there to do. Andrew, he is on, this is what we call Vito's. Oh, what is the actual name of this farm? Boy, I can't think of it. Tommy was sitting out outside the end of the road here watching us chop this. He worked for the guy that Tom. He worked for the guy that he milked cows for the guy that owned this farm years ago. Oh boy, I can't think of the name of this farm right now at the moment, but initially we started renting this, and then when we rented this, all we rented was from the cornfield up into that upper hayfield. This was all pasture, the other end was real wet. And then when this came up for sale, we ended up buying it, and we bush hogged Harvest Lab moisture sensor full. We ended up bush hogging this lower portion, cleared a lot of bushes and trees out of it, and started farming it. Laid some tile lines down, and yeah, we've got it producing a pretty good crop. This is second cutting. It's running at about 4 ton to the acre. That's right there. That is instant. That is instant yield for what's going through the chopper. And then we've got our width of our head, or our harvesting width is just about spot on. We lack a little bit on this side. We're 8,400, 9,500, 8,700. That's throughput. That's throughput of pounds per acre coming through the chopper. Now, we had a video here a little while ago where we were discussing the rebuild of this head. And I had one of the chopper experts tell me that these heads are junk. This is a 649 premium head. And it is all that what was offered when this 8700 chopper was new in 2018. I had the chopper gurus, the professionals. We don't chop a lot of feed, not much at all, but you know, you got the professionals that chop a lot of stuff. And I had the one guy tell me that 46R head is a superior head to the 649. After all, they're chopping rilage or wheatlage, and they're getting like 22 to 24 ton of crop per acre. Now we got corn that's growing alongside us here, and we're hoping to get 25 ton silage out of that, and that'll grow to be 7, 8 foot tall, 10 foot tall, I don't know. Pretty girthy stuff, and that yields about 25 ton. So a crop that is waist high, I don't think you're getting 22 ton. Maybe when you're putting 4 times the amount of product into a windrow, maybe you're getting that, but I don't know. And I know that stuff chops hard. It does chop hard. And if you're putting 22 ton into a windrow, now we're chopping a little slower than normal because we have knives that are a little wore out. Alex is loaded. You're loaded. Jared's gonna slide on in here. And you know, we're not chopping all that fast, but even the biggest of choppers, you know, I mean, these guys that are The professionals, they're going to be chopping with choppers that have 3,000 to 4,000 horsepower. This chopper only has just a little over 700. It's just a little baby chopper. You know, they're going to be able to go 10, 12 mile an hour. These guys are going to have their flip-flops on. They're going to have their shorts on, which we don't wear shorts. And they're just going to be sending it. Going to have their tank tops on. Yeah. But I don't know where I was going with that. But at any rate, yeah. So, everything has been going smoothly here. So we're going to jump into that field there next. And, we'll get on her here. Alex is going to take her time getting on out of here. We're going to go ahead and cross this nice wide crossing here. We got a ditch that runs down in between these fields. You'll see some corn that's burned to our right here. That has just had nitrogen applied. We need to go into here. What is this field? I think it's 266. No, it's not 266. 265? I don't know. I think it's 265, 6, 7, 8, 9, yeah. 265. Alright, so we're going to get fired up on Jared here, and then when we get back to the farm, we'll finalize this video. I need to jump up in the silo, lower it, and we'll continue to run high moisture corn out of it. But we've got a real nice crop here running through the chopper, and yeah, everything's been rolling along nicely. As long as I don't screw up during the video here, we'll be all good. 54% moisture, and we're all running good here. What do we got? Andrew put me an even number of windrows in here so we can go down and back. I don't know if he did that or not. He didn't do it in the last field. He gave me an odd set of windrows. That's alright. Alright, we'll touch base with you guys when we get back to the farm. We'll blow this off, get it pulled up to the fuel tank, get it filled with fuel, and we'll jump up in the silo and lower the unloader. So, my father's on deck. He's coming up in behind us here. Alright.